Where is we, boysies? Is we in near Coronation Beach. This is our first trip out in the semi-completed truck. So a lot of things are not quite working, but we have a working fridge. And it's all good and cold. I have an extension lead running from the inverter to power my kettle and my toaster. Unfortunately, the inverter is a 15 amp plug, which I forgot to get the extension, and I'm gutted because I couldn't use my little coffee maker. So I had to just drop some granules and boil some water. It's not quite the same. And the other thing, in the rush to get going, I brought my frother, but didn't bring the cup that went with it. So lots of little annoying things, but we're here, and the boys have been absolutely brilliant. It's their first trip in this truck. We've practiced coming in and out of it a few times and just sitting in it, but never running and never driven it. And to be fair, they've been absolutely wonderful. Marley in particular, who's quite a nervous passenger, cooked really well. And now that they're here, they've done really well. So I'm very impressed. My doubts and worries have been abated, and I feel a lot more confident with them. We're going to go for a little wander, if you can see that on the beach there. So it's about a 5-10 minute walk to there along the pathway, and yeah, I'll show you the outside of the campsite. But we have this wonderful deck which we just step onto. Oh, sorry, Monty. I feed the boys and give them their water out here, and that way it keeps any grubbiness outside of the truck and off my beautiful floor. And this is the view looking inwards with the boysies. Had a reasonable first sleep considering. My canopy's looking great, wasn't too windy. You can see a surf breaks over there. Yeah, so we're gonna go exploring in a sec, but for a first venture, pretty damn good, I say. What? Stewie, what's Matty? We're walking back from the council run campsite. We're not in the council, we're in the homestead or the farmer's campsite. These two big caravans have just rolled up. I'm sure you can see them in the background. They're probably looking to get somewhere to camp for the night. We're going back to the truck and pick up the change from campsite, which was $15 a night. I don't know what the council run one is, but that's what this one is, and that's the entrance to it here. And you can see the office over there in the background. And so yeah, we're on our way back. We'll probably have to vacate by 10, and I think that's it for the fly situation, which is getting pretty gnarly. We're coming in through this little gate. Come on, boys. Good boys. Wait. Good boys. And now we're walking back along the pathway. I'll give them a quick towel down and dry out. Hopefully we've got about an hour before we have to go. We'll soon find out. So we're doing the long way around, coming back to the truck. Boys are being very good today. flies are becoming a nightmare. And here we are, back at the rig. We're sleeping at a bit of an angle, but it was comfortable nevertheless, apart from a few branches that were scratching the side. As you can see, they're quite close on the left. There's just enough room. I'm about 10 meters long, I think, with the tailgate. No, Monty, this side. Come here. Come here. I think they're a bit thirsty, so we'll get them in the truck and give them some drinks. Go, done and dusted. Let's go inside. Get out these flies. So we've got till 11 to go, so we've got 1 hour to go. So, just missed the sunset unfortunately, but it's wild here. Absolutely wild. We managed to park sort of front end to the wind, but still got the deck so I can have a view of the sea, although it's a bit late now because the sun's gone. So I'm just giving the boys a bit of a run. It's not that much of a distance, we're only talking about 30 kilometers against this headwind. Well, as you can tell, the wind is horrific. It really was wild out here. So we just continued our walk down the beach for a little bit longer, just to give the boys a bit of a stretch of the legs, and then we ambled back to the truck to go and make some dinner. Give the boys a bit of a feed and myself a bit of a feed. So first cooked meal in the truck. So it's not very exciting, it's just pasta and a veggie burger and all I could find in here. I don't know why I bought it. It was Chinese fried rice, just like a powder mix. And I'm using my inverter on the first ring via an extension that goes to a RCD socket extension off the inverter, and it seems to be, touch wood, working okay. Outside is absolutely blowing a gale. Everything seems to be holding together. I've had to batten down the hatches as such and put a lot of stuff away because unfortunately the dog's food bowl just disappeared down the track. They've had their dinner, so they're happy. But yeah, it's going to be a wild night, that's for sure. You can probably hear things rattling in the background. But the good thing about this is that it's given me an insight of what I need. So, I can't wait for more of the cabinets to be built, because the cabinets are going to be able to allow me to store a lot of things. Just desperately need some vegetables, by the way. Oh, of course, I've got to get a beer in me. That's definitely something I'll make sure I don't forget. So we're all good for that. But yeah, so far so good. The problem is I haven't put the extension in for the Victron screen, you know, the screen that tells you what's going on, which is a bit of a nuisance because I have to go outside because I've had to drop it under the bed to see what's going on with this cooker and see what it's absorbing. I think the last time I put it on as an experiment, it was running around 750 when it was on flat out for one ring, 750 watts that is. It's only on number 2, and I tell you what, it's more than enough. It's already cooked the food. I think I'm going to turn it off now, and if I can see, that is, because that's the only thing in which the actual controls actually lit up as well, which would be good. So now it's off. I'm just going to leave it there to cool down a bit so I can eat it. And yeah, cheers everybody. The wild night continues. Got nice hot water, Matty. So that's the hot water from just driving 30 odd K, whatever it was, to this destination, and that's warm enough to do dishes. It's probably warm enough to have a shower in as well, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm not sure how I'm going to do a drying rack at this stage. I don't want to clutch on this work surface with a drying rack. I certainly need to do something. I wonder if I can put something up here above the tap, so I can actually dry them over the sink, or maybe get those racks that you can buy for the sink itself. Otherwise, it's lots of drying and washing, or washing and drying at the same time. And now it's time to relax and maybe catch up on some editing, because I haven't done a video for a very long time. And the other gutting thing is I didn't bring any ice cream. I thought I had. There you go. had breakfast. Marley no eating. And the boys are having a bit of fun digging holes. And of all the places that I choose on the night that I choose, there's a surfing competition. So we were rudely awoken by quite a lot of noise, like people reversing and driving past, and quad bikes tearing up and down the pathway, which just meant we got up nice and early, and here we are. Can't really see them, they're so far in the background there, but there's a heap of cars up there, parked up there. Anyway, let's keep moving on. And yeah, this beach is pretty ranging. There's a lot of reef there, so I'm discouraging the boys from swimming today unless we can go further up and find something less crazy, but I think it's pretty much like this all the way along the coast. So surfing dude's getting ready to go out, by the looks, over there, and every now and then you can hear the horn going off. I'm assuming that's the start and end horn for them to do whatever they do in their surfing comp. The waves are pretty big though. Chilled out for a little while watching the surfers and the waves go by, and for about an hour or so, and then decided to pack up and make our way down to Lucy's Beach, which is a place I wanted to visit before heading back home. So Lucy's Beach is not far off the highway. Go down a bit of a dirt track heading west towards the dunes, and once I got through all the bush, I got to this point and decided to air down and try my new air lines that I bought for airing down. And basically I parked right up to the edge of the beach there. Right guys, here we are at Lucy's Beach. Now I thought this was accessible by caravans. I'm sure if a caravan would get down here. We just about got through it. It was so narrow. We've put a few pinstripes on the side, and I've had to lower the tyres down so I didn't slash a tyre on the rocks. There's some gnarly rocks up there as well. So she's here. We're only staying for the day, for lunch, and yeah, taking the dogs for a little break because it was pretty bouncy for them. You probably can't hear me because it's so windy. I'm not letting them swim in that because it looks like a washing machine, but it's rugged and quite cool. I love it. not a soul here. It's just me and the boys. Monty's over there looking for crabs. Marly's right here. The truck is there somewhere. Rocks down there. Amazing coastline. This is literally only 25 k's away from the coast. So what we're going to do is have a spot of lunch. Give the boys their little sardines. I'm going to have, not sure what I'm going to have, whatever's in the truck. Might have another cup of tea or a coffee. Probably a bit late for a coffee, but we'll see. Yeah, and just spend an hour here for lunch and then make our way back home. So that's another weekend out on the truck just for one night stopover. So this is the follow-on from Two Rocks, I think it's called, or Flat Rocks rather. I think it's Flat Rocks. And this is probably another either 4 or 5 k's, no, maybe a bit more, from Flat Rocks up towards Geraldton. And it's called Lucy's Beach. So it's going to be interesting getting back out of Lucy's Beach because it was quite gnarly coming down. So we'll see, fingers crossed. If she does this, then I'm feeling very confident as an all-round off-road truck because she did that well. Woo! Mad, isn't it? Deep. That's wild out there. Nice cup of coffee. I love the way these two are just watching the waves. It's pretty hypnotic actually, even for me, doesn't it, Monty? A little line. Sit with them and do the same. So I'm going to decide to make a move, just in case we have any dramas with them getting out up that hill. Like I said, it was a mission coming down, so I'll make sure we haven't got any issues going up. So time to pack it up. Oh look, a little bit of decoration. But here's our spot. Whoa, oh look at that. Lots of adventures. That we're in, all beach tracks. Us. Lucy over there. not sure who Lucy was or is. And there's not a soul here, absolutely to ourselves. This is what I love. Peace, quiet. Right, let's pack up the stuff. Wow, crazy. It's crazy here, crazy. Take our time. It's pretty solid, it's not gonna, might even try third low. as usual on a camera, you can never tell the steepness, but it's pretty steep. Undulated and deep ruts. I guess that's the word, ruts. So, and they're opposite. So one there, and yeah, we'll see how she performs up here and avoid this rock here, maybe, or go around up this side along there. Well, don't know what you saw, but that felt pretty reasonable. So we're gonna now go through the bushy bit, which is gonna pick up some branches. I'm gonna take her out of four-wheel high, low, put it in four-wheel high, and keep it moving. Alright, so she looks good. It was the right hand side that seemed to cop it, although that door doesn't look shut, so I'm glad I stopped. Yeah, that's not shut. Nothing's. Oh, here we go, shit everywhere. I'll have a look at that when we stop to air up. Alright, let's keep moving. Get ourselves onto the hard stuff. Still popping a bit. That back door. And now we're free. Good thing about this is it gives me an idea of how tight a track I can go. Staring up now. Goodbye Lucy's beach. Yeah, I'm waiting for it to hit just over 100 psi per minute, and then I'll just in the front. I'm basically running in all of the tanks, a bit more decoration. I'll put something on here to stop that happening. But other than that, considering how narrow it is, a few scratches here and there. But yeah, otherwise all good.
profile, you can see how low the tire is. Quite low.
It takes about 15 minutes to get to sort of just over 100 psi, which I think is about right for those tires. They're rated to 9 bar, which is I think just over 130. And when you look at that,